Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. We made it to another Friday, but not only that, it is First Friday. Not only a time for specials down at the bars in town here. First Friday revelry. It's also a day that we have special devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. First Friday. And I can honestly say when I was younger, I took part in the revelry, but the natural course of things, as one gets older, our minds turn to other matters. Today, December 4th, 2003, 7:47 in the morning. The title is Avalanche. Robert and his wife were in shock when their dream cabin overlooking Mount Timpanogos was crushed in an avalanche. It took nature only 10 seconds to destroy what had taken them several years to design, plan, build, and furnish. They had a very difficult time seeing God in the situation as they picked through the smashed bits of their belongings. 8 months later, a colleague told Robert about an accident their wives had almost had on the day of the avalanche. The man's wife and son, coming down the narrow road from their cabin, had skidded on the icy pavement and almost collided with Robert's wife, who was on her way up the hill. Just before the two vehicles collided, the man's wife turned her car into a deep snowbank. It took almost an hour to get the vehicle unstuck. While they worked, Robert's wife and son also waited, unable to pass. Had the accident not occurred, they would very likely have been at home, possibly killed in the avalanche. Be slow to judge devastating circumstances in your life. Trouble does not come from God, but He is ever present to turn those things around for your good. It is often said that it is God and God alone who can turn something bad or evil into something good. I remember an obituary where a 9-year-old child tragically passed away in a vehicle crash. And in the obituary, there was this wonderful testament of faith that was displayed despite the loss. Even though the family had suffered such a tragic loss, somehow they found that ray of light, that glimmer of hope that God puts in even the most terrible of circumstances. And it was refreshing for me to see that. And it left the person feeling, despite the circumstances, uplifted. In the book of Job, the very beginning, Job is a well-off man and he loses everything. His family, all of his belongings, in a series of tragedies. Despite all that, right after all that happens, Job gives this statement: "Naked I came forth from my mother's womb, and naked shall I go back. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." In all this, Job did not sin, nor did he say anything disrespectful about God. We don't know what God's plans are. Sometimes we just have to leave it in His hands. And that has to be enough for us. God bless everyone. Please have a safe Friday and an enjoyable Saturday morning. And I do hope, with the Lord's blessing, to see you tomorrow.